So this tutorial is continue from the previous video, which in the previous video I have created a manifest file and two empty repository, which is Linux app and Linux driver. So I have used repo command to clone Linux app and Linux driver simultaneously. So right now in this tutorial, I want to show you how to use repo command to release the software. So I will teach you about tagging using repo command and how to push the tag and also pushing the manifest file to the remote repository. Alright, so first thing, in order to release software, in the app folder, I'm going to create a new file called software version.txt. So this software version.txt, it will contain the information of your release software version. So I'm going to put something like release software version. So I will call it as Linux 1 version 1.0. Alright, so git status, and right now I'm going to add the software version to the staging area and commit it. I'm going to call it as new version Linux version 1.0. Alright, so if you do git log, right now you can see there's a new commit created in the app folder. Alright, so I have only created the commit for the Linux app folder, but I didn't create it for the driver because one is sufficient. I just want the other user, maybe someone who is using this code, to know that there's a software version release. Okay, so I just put it in the application file, Linux application file. So right now, I want to push it to the remote. If I do git push origin, you can see that we are right now in the detached head state. Okay, so to solve this problem, what we can do is that we can use this command git push origin. Alright, so when git is in a detached head state, it doesn't know where to push to. So you have to, when you specify this command, this head over here, it means that it's going to push your local head, and this is your source, which is this commit, and then this is your destination. It's going to push to the master of the remote repository. Alright, so it's asking for the username, and I also need to key in the password of my GitHub. So right now it's pushed successfully. You can go to the Linux app repository. You can see there's a software version.txt file, and there are two commits right now. So I have successfully pushed it. And the next step, I want to give the latest commit of a Linux app and the latest commit of the Linux driver a tag. Okay, so what I can do, I can use this command to give a tag to both of these folder. So this command will give the tag to both folder in one shot. Okay, so this is an annotated tag. You can see there's a negative A and there's a message over here. Alright, so the tag name will be Linux underscore version 1.0. First, I need to go back to the root folder. You do ls. Alright, so right now you're in the root folder right now. I'm going to give this command. So right now, I'm going to change the directory app. If you do git log, you can see there's a tag is being assigned to the latest commit of the app folder. Right? There's a tag Linux version 1.0. And if you do git show, git tag, you can see there's a Linux version 1.0. You do git show Linux. You show what is, because it's an annotated tag, you show who is the tagger, the date of which you are tagging, and the tagging message. Alright, so I'm going to go back, and then if you go to the driver folder, you can see there's a tag also. Alright, so there's a tag Linux version 1.0. So this tag indicates that there's a software version release for this particular revision for the driver and also for the app as well. So this is how you release a software, by using a tag on the particular revision. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the root folder. I do ls. Alright, so right now I'm going to push the tag to the remote repository using this command. Repo for all -c git push origin. This is the tag name that I'm going to push. It's asking for the username again and also the password as well. And you have to key in twice. Okay, so you can see it says that to the Linux app and the Linux driver both. And right now I'm going to refresh. I'm going to go to the Linux app, and under this one, you can see in the tag, there's a Linux version 1.0. Alright, so in this Linux version 1.0, I have two commits, and this is the latest commit. And also in the Linux driver, refresh, and then under the tags, there's a Linux version 1.0. Alright, so this is how you push the tag, assign the tag to each of the folder, and then push the tag using the repo for all command. Okay, so right now, the next step is that I want to create a manifest file that you download from the particular revision. So I'm going to create a manifest file right now. And right now I'm in the root folder and I'm going to create a manifest file using this command. Okay, so this command, it will generate a manifest file based on the revision of what you are currently having in app and driver. You generate based on the latest revision. Alright. So you do ls in the .xml file. You can see there's a .xml file. If you open it up right now, you can see it generates a manifest file with an upstream master, which means that this revision comes from the master branch. Alright, let us see what is the latest revision for the app. Alright, if you do git log, you can see this is the latest revision, FF34. Alright, so in this one, you can see the revision is FF34, so it's correct. If you go back and let us check the latest revision of the driver and do git log, you can see the latest revision is 8.3 and this is the latest revision, alright, for the driver. So it's correct as well. So since a manifest file is being created, and right now I'm going to use this command to copy this manifest file to replace the original manifest file. I'm going to go back and use this command, copy the manifest file. So if you go back, you can see in this default.xml, right now it's being replaced by the manifest file which we have newly created. So right now, since we have replaced the manifest file, we want to push it to the remote repository. And I'm going to change the directory to the manifest folder. That's the place where your git history is there. If you do git status right now, there's a modify default XML. I'm going to add it to the staging area. And then I'm going to commit it using this command. If you do git log, you can see there's a manifest file is being created, and I'm going to push it to the remote repository with a new branch. Alright, so from now onwards, if we want the software version for this particular release, we are going to download the code using the repo command with this manifest file, which with this branch. Okay, so I'm going to push this manifest file with a newly created branch. I need to key in the username. Okay, so if you go to the manifest repository, you can see there's it says that you have recently pushed a new branch, and you can see there's a new branch which is being created, Linux version 1.0. Alright, and there's default.xml. Alright, so you can see that the purpose of we are doing this, we are creating a new manifest file for this particular tag, is because if we want a particular version of this software, we can download the code using this particular manifest file, alright, instead of the general manifest file. So this master default.xml manifest file is a general manifest file, which it will always download the latest code of our Linux app and Linux driver. But this manifest file, you download the code based on the revision. Alright, this is why we are pushing a new manifest file and create a new branch. So right now, we have released the software already, and what we can do, we can try to download the code. So let us try to download the code from the repository using the repo command. Alright, so I'm going to use this command to download the manifest file from this branch, Linux version 1.0. Alright, so I'm going to create a new folder, name it as tutorial 1, and name it as Linux version 1.0. So over here, I'm going to clone the manifest. Okay, you can see the repo has been initialized in this repo directory. You can open it up. You can see it's downloading the manifest file with the revision that we have just pushed. So I'm going to show you something. In this Linux app, I'm going to add something, a new commit. So I will create a new file called app.txt. And in this app.txt, I will put app1. Alright, so you can see there's a new commit, and this new commit is a new revision and is not included in the manifest file that we have just pushed. Right now, we can try to clone, do a repo sync. So right now, you do ls, both folder is there, and you change to app. If you do git log, you can see this is the revision that is being cloned. Instead of, if you go to Linux app, The latest revision is this one, which is the one that we have just created, but it just download the code until this particular point. Alright, so this is the purpose of we are pushing the manifest file so that we can download the code at the particular revision. And right now I'm going to show you driver. If you do git log, okay, it's downloading the only one initial commit, and this is also our latest commit. Alright, so this is the tutorial on how to release a software using a repo command. Alright, thank you so much for watching.